I knew I wanted to go to college straight out of high school, but the problem was paying for it, like most college students. So I had the idea, like, why not join the Air Force? And that was the most college-friendly, branch that I was told. So I joined straight out of high school. I did 4 years. I was stationed in Minot, North Dakota. I know, very chilly willy. And yeah, I spent 3.5 years up there, and I worked with ICBMs up there. So my specific job was security forces, so it's basically like a cop. So we went out there and we did security with the nuclear missiles out there. You trip out to the field and you'd stay out there with your team. Cold for sure. Speaking of cold weather, you know how it's like chilly now. I was telling some people I go to class with, we're walking to our next class, they're like, it's so cold. I'm like, it is, but this is nothing. The coldest I've seen is -77 degrees Fahrenheit. And we were forced to go outside in that. Yes. Yes. I don't know how I did it. I have no idea. Maybe it's because I didn't have a choice. I'm not really sure, but people live up there. It's intense. Served my time, got out, enrolled into UTA, and here I am 1.5 years later. When I joined, they do rely heavily on school. That's how you promote, actually. You look better against, your peers if you do go to school. So when I separated, I actually had an associate's in criminal justice. That's not what I'm pursuing now, but it was kind of like a 2-bird, 1 stone. So I went to the Community College of the Air Force, got my general education credits, and since my job was criminal justice, they just paired it with my tech school credits. I want to be a dentist, and that's kind of a funny story too. When I joined the Air Force, I knew I wanted to do something medical, but I didn't know what. And I met this woman, I still remember her name to this day. Her name is Emily Hayes. She was older. So when you join, you're typically with people in your age group, so 18, 19, 20. Well, she was 29 years old, and I think she was kind of like the mom of the flight. And one day she was just talking to me like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know, nurse maybe, I don't know. She's like, you should go into the dental field. I was a dental hygienist before I joined the Air Force. My dad's a dentist, my sister's a dental hygienist. It's the best job ever. Look it up. Graduated basic, got my phone, started searching stuff, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. And it just stayed with me. Like the whole time I just decided that was it. So yes, my undergrad's in biology, and I'm hoping to go to dental school. I grew up in Irving, Texas, so really close. Really my whole life there. I live 5 minutes from the hospital I was born in. When I graduated high school, I applied to college just to see. I think I just wanted to prove to myself, if you wanted to, you could. So I applied to TWU and UTA, got accepted to both. And then once I was getting close to separating, I just started doing a little bit more research, okay, where do I want to go? What would be the best fit for me? So yes, it's close to home. I don't have to drive, 45 an hour away, so it's close. I live about 20-30 minutes away, so that was a factor. And then I knew more people that went to UTA, so that influenced my decision as well, because they seemed to love it. So I was like, okay, that'll be a good fit. I guess that could be another reason why I did choose UTA. So upon separation, just looking at the website, what do you have? How do I certify my benefits? Those things. I was kind of scared that I was just gonna kind of be on my own, figure it out. So when I did see that there was a military and veterans program, it was nice to have a direct contact, hey, what do I do with this? How do I do this? What's that? And they just kind of helped, pointed me in the right direction. That was very nice. And then obviously the free tutoring, so I'm a STEM major. Definitely need SI sessions and tutoring and all the stuff. So yeah, the Idea Center, love them. I'm there all the time. Well, Veterans Day, I think maybe it means more to me as a veteran, because I feel like I can relate to other veterans. We kind of recognize the sacrifices that we've made, whether it's big or small, whether that means you died serving your country or you just sacrificed 4 years of your life away from everything that you know and you're comfortable with to do something that's above yourself. So that's what it means to me. Just kind of recognizing the sacrifice that even families, I don't want to, not include that. I think about my family not being around me for 4 years, the life that I missed out on. So it wasn't just me missing out, they missed out too. I would have never, ever in my life, and you really couldn't be more opposite. We live above Mexico, I was below Canada, and it was just crazy. I never would have went to Minneapolis. That's a beautiful city. I never would have went to places in Canada. Montana, they have some of the most beautiful national parks like Glacier, the Badlands. I never would have seen any of those things. And then let's see, South Dakota, so Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Sturgis. I never would have did any of those things, so I'm grateful for the experience.